this is Johnny Burgin with another Chicago Blues guitar lesson. This time we're talking about a really tremendous tune called The Things I Used to Do by Guitar Slim. Now, there are so many versions of this song. A lot of people got turned on to this song by the Stevie Ray Vaughan version, and so many Chicago guys have done this song, even though it doesn't really have a Chicago flavor exactly. But, this is a big song for Buddy Guy, and there's a tremendous version of Buddy Guy playing this song in A from the 90s, where he's just smoking. There's some great versions of Eddie C. Campbell doing this song. He had his own way. There's a great version by Wee Crayton, and that's just the beginning. But those are some of my favorites. But I'm a big believer in going back to the original of the original of the original and trying to understand it. There's also a great Lightnin Hopkins thing called, it's not called The Things I Used to Do, it's called The Life I Used to Live, and it has the exact same, all the themes, all the notes, everything. It's really great. And anyway, let's talk about The Things I Used to Do. I'm doing this in F with a capo. I really believe that the open strings and the open resonance is a big deal. I've got my bad monkey on here, and I've got the gain pretty high up. This is a chance to really rock out. So here it is clean, right? Here it is with my bad monkey. I can't play out really loud here right now, but maybe the gain down just a hair. So I'm going to start with the bass line, okay? So the song is kind of like a triplet. Right about there. It's not painfully slow. It's just medium slow. So I'm going to do the bass line, and the bass line's kind of pleasing to the ear because it's 1, 3, and 5. I don't mean frets. I mean the interval. Like if we're in F, this is the 1, right? The root. I guess I gotta turn up a little bit. So there's F, and then an A note. 4 frets up, and then the C note, which is, so that's the 1, the 3rd, and the 5 of that chord, right? Let's start the bass line. 2, 3, 4. Has a quick change. The same pattern, right? Starting from the A string. From the B note, or from the 3rd fret. But I won't do no more. And the interjection. Things I used to do. Lord, I don't do no more. I used to sit and hold your hand, baby, cry for you not to go. I used to search all night for you, darling. So that's the bass line. And I'm just going to go over, if you're on the 5 chord, in case you're just wondering what that was, this is the 3rd fret. Then just reach out with your pinky, 4 frets up to the 7th fret, and then your 2nd finger on the 5th fret. You could do this either. Start with your 2nd finger, 1st finger behind it on the 1st fret of the D string. Either which way, right? Or 1st finger. doesn't. He just goes. I'm gonna send you back to your mother, baby. Starts over. And then your quick change. But I'm going home to my family too. And then if you were Ike Turner, and it was like Going Home Tomorrow, which is a Fats Domino song, just like it, he'd go like that. But that's extra credit, no worries. So let's talk about the, I'm going to turn the Bad Monkey off just so you can hear the notes. Sometimes I think when you learn a song like this, it's good to learn the ingredients. It's like you get all your ingredients ready on the kitchen counter before you mix them all up. So you can do a 2-finger E chord if you want to, because look how easy it is to finger. Just try using all downstrokes with your pick, mostly, or maybe completely. See if you can do that, okay? This is your root, right, on the D string, 2 frets up from the capo. And then hammer it on. One more time. And now we're going to take the second finger, put on the 2nd fret up from the capo on the high E string. So this is what you just played. Which isn't exactly the, what happens, but these are the notes you're dealing with a lot of the time. I just went all the way up and down. Or if you're like Ike Turner, he goes. Which is a cool little twist. But again, I digress because I just like that Ike Turner version so much. So these are your notes. And then when he goes to the 4 on the solo, he goes. This is on the 1. Notice how when you hammer on there, guess what? It's the 3rd of your 4 chord, right? Because you know how big I am about chords and understanding things as they relate to chords. And he even does that at the very beginning, like the things I used to do. Do, do, do. And he goes like that. This little trill kind of tells you on the 4, Lord, I don't do no more. And then he elaborates. The things I used to do, Lord, I don't do no more. That's kind of like 1. They said, hold your hand, baby. Ah. I was crying for you not to go. So let's talk about the real famous solo here. Then he does it again. Notice this note fits perfectly in here, right? So no, I'm going way too fast. So this, when he goes like this note is the 4 of your 5 chord. So here's your 5 chord, right? And it's just like he's doing this all over again. He doesn't really do that, but it's like he's repeating the same ideas that he did here over here. But he does it the easy way. All downstrokes, and it's just this triplet over a straight beat, over the da 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 da. So that's kind of the whole trick of the song, of these triplet feels, right? And every lick sort of answers the other one. So yeah. So this isn't totally note for note. This solo is a little tricky, and it seems like he even jumps a beat ahead and starts singing a little early, but it all works out in the end, and that's kind of part of the grittiness and authenticity of this song, and I think part of the the enduring appeal of it. And they're the same notes that are in Hideaway, but it's like a slow drag, kind of medium slow drag kind of a song. Like Hideaway's like this. Now, you can tell those are the exact same notes, right? And you don't really hear that a lot, you know? There's a handful of songs that do that. Even Pickin' the Blues by Elmore James, you know. But you don't really hear that so much in blues, but it really is nice, and it's nice over the seventh chord. So have fun, do this with your looper. I think I'll just do the solo again, sort of not totally note for note. That's your 4 chord. That's 10th fret and 8th fret. And then he slides up 5 frets. And then up 4. Then back down. That is a great turnaround, which is just hammer on here. Which reminds me, I'm so glad it's been so much fun to do these lessons over the last year. The whole time I've been playing this wrong. I played this song a million times, like with Mary Lane and different people, and I always introduced it like this. An augmented chord, right? That ain't right. I was wrong. But I'm not giving anybody their money back. So anyway, it should have been just a straight up 7th chord like this. So if you've been doing this, that's not what happened. You can do it if you want to, but it's not what happened. This is what happened. The things I used to do, or I love the way Wee Crayton starts it. You know, he just goes like, the things it's really bam in your face. And then he has a great way of singing when he goes, I used to search all night for you, darling, like that, and it was just so cool. I mean, he sings it differently too. So, other great versions. The best, if you had to just pick 2 other versions, the Wee Crayton version is just killer. There's a live version and a studio version, and the Ike Turner one on Blues Roots and Buddy Guy Live 1991 on YouTube. Those are all pretty electrifying, and you know, you'll be ready to do this without. You can do this without a capo if you wanted to. Then you can do this. But you can't get the open ringing. So, capo or no capo, it's up to you, but I like the open ringing sounds, especially when it's kind of, when you're doing all downstrokes and you got the distortion on and you're kind of, the notes are sort of like reverberating and resonating, you know? So I like that to make it noisier. So have fun with this tune, and thanks for watching. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave a comment on this video. So thanks a lot, and have a great one.